All right, this is like take 3. Let me see if I can do this. I'm going to give you 5 tips for watch enthusiast, wherever you're at in the journey, at the beginning, in the middle, wherever, however much experience you might have, or if today's your first day and you're just finding this video and you're going, hey, I'm going to listen to this guy because, you know, he's been around a while and maybe he knows what he's talking about. Maybe I do, maybe I don't, but I'm going to give them to you anyway. So first up, and I'm not going to break these down. I tried doing the video and I tried to break them down. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just allow you guys to like comment down below and we can have a healthy discussion. Number 1, avoid FOMO and influence. FOMO is fear of missing out, FOMO. So I think that's something you need to be careful with. And I think you can avoid a lot of impulsive decision making just by avoiding that FOMO. You'll know when it's happening. You'll have that, you know, rush. You know, you'll be like, oh, I better hurry up and buy that before they're all gone. It's like, it's okay. There's more watches. There was tons of watches before that watch, and there'll be a ton of watches after that watch. It's not a big deal. Now, if you're super hype into limited editions, then yeah, sometimes FOMO is real, and sometimes you need to buy those. But this advice is more probably for newcomers. Maybe just avoid it until you understand how it works and, you know, your options. Avoid influence such as, you know, YouTubers, social media, Instagram, Facebook, Discord groups. You know, yeah, here I am, quote, an influencer. But if you watch my channel, you'll see that I really just show the watch. I don't really care if you buy the watch or not. I'm just trying to provide a video reference for you to better make a choice with your hard-earned money. So I don't personally think of myself as an influencer, but nevertheless, sure, whatever, say I am. Don't get caught up on, you know, I post a video of a watch every day. Well, that's not healthy. That's not sustainable for like the regular person. I'm doing that because I'm running a YouTube channel. So yeah, don't try to keep up with the Joneses or, you know, get influenced by others for a watch that you know, it's built up that you like. Maybe you don't actually truly like it. You're being sold it. You know what I mean? Like the watch because you like the watch. Which is weird because number 2, I'm going to tell you, it's okay to like a watch and not own the watch. Just because you like a watch doesn't necessarily mean you need to purchase the watch. And that is going to play in probably more with like budget constraints. You know, like there's a ton of higher end watches that I really like and maybe you really like, but it's just not in the cards. It's not going to be in the budget sort of thing. And then on the flip side, just because you see, you know, whatever watch, and you can appreciate it and you can like it at any price point, doesn't mean you necessarily have to own it. I know I've owned a lot of watches, but again, my situation is different. I'm running the YouTube channel, so don't get it twisted. Okay. Number 3. There are no boxes to check. There are no must-haves, okay? So when people say, well, you need a chronograph, you need a diver, you need a dress watch, you need, you know, a manual wind, you need a field watch, you need a G-Shock. Well, that last one, yeah, you actually do need a G-Shock. But there's no rules or must-haves or boxes to check there, guys. You can clearly see what I'm doing here is I'm buying just orange dial watches. That's just where I'm at in my journey right now. And most of them are divers because I like dive watches. So I don't care if it's a chronograph or I don't care. Like I've owned them, sure, and I've sold them and I don't keep them and whatever. But, or maybe you only like chronographs or maybe you only like dress watches. Whatever you want to do, there's no real rules. There's no boxes to check. There's no must-haves. That would be number 3. So number 4 is get the supporting gear. So here's where I am going to influence you a little bit, right? You know, buy yourself a nice spring bar, okay? Maybe not this one, but I mean, this is a Bob Labs. I can put a link to this stuff if you want down below. But, you know, get yourself a Bergeon 7767. Get yourself some sizing tools. Maybe spend a little extra money and get a little bit nicer stuff. Be able to size your own bracelets. You know, get yourself some good screwdrivers. You know, some decent ones. You don't have to spend a fortune, but don't buy the cheap eBay or Amazon ones that are like, you know, the super budget ones. Those are going to fail you. Okay, don't get those. Spend a little extra money, get a little bit nicer equipment, and Get yourself a nice little work mat and some lighting and some, safety glasses. Those spring bars and little bits and stuff they can end up in your eyes if you're not careful. I have a story about that I'm not going to share right now, but get the supporting gear so you can support your hobby. Change a strap, adjust your bracelet. I'm not asking you to like build a watch or adjust the timing on it or anything like that. I'm talking about just the bare basics. And number 5, this one's going to be super, super important. And this is really going to slow you down a little bit and make you appreciate the watches that you buy. And you'll have a better understanding of what you do and don't like. And this is what I call the honeymoon period. So when you purchase a watch, don't stack your purchases. Don't buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 watches all at once and then they show up. You're not going to appreciate any of them, I guarantee you. Or at least you might focus in on one and then the other ones are going to get backburnered. So when you buy a watch, pick whatever time frame you want to put on it. I say 30 days. I think that's pretty reasonable. When you buy a watch, give yourself 30 days with that watch. You will probably already have other watches, so it's not like that watch is going to get 30 days of wear, but give it the majority of your wrist time over those 30 days before you commit to another watch. Give that watch, I don't want to say respect because they're just watches, but give yourself that opportunity to appreciate what you've done, what you've accomplished. You bought a nice watch, whatever price point it is. I don't care, from a Seiko to a higher end watch, whatever it is, or even a San Martin. I don't really care. Give yourself that honeymoon period. So, but clearly I'm into orange watches right now. Next year, who knows? Maybe I'll be buying blue watches. I doubt it. But hopefully these tips help you. If you guys have any more tips, chime in down below in the comment section. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it, positive. But I want to share some more of this stuff with the community, and hopefully this will help newcomers and even experienced ones, that collectors or enthusiasts, even with more experience than me, to refresh and refocus. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.